Yeah. Tell us about the process. What was that conversation like? Why you made the decision to come in?
I mean, it's an easy decision to join the champions, So for me, I was just kind of open to whatever opportunities came my way, and when Seattle came calling, like I said, it was a pretty easy decision to want to come here, and so thankfully we kind of made it happen pretty quickly, and I could get with the team from the start of preseason.
Shane, what have you heard from guys like Brian Schmetzer, Garth Lagerwey, and people inside the front office about how much time you may get here starting early in the season when there's only like one really other center back on the roster right now?
I think for me it's about more so coming in and just proving what I can do. Obviously I feel like my time in Orlando was there were some good moments and obviously there were some disappointing moments. So now I think it's just about coming in and proving myself, and hopefully within the next couple of weeks I can show that I can hopefully make an impact with the team.
Have you spent much time in Seattle before? What do you think of the city so far?
I've played here quite a few times, and I don't think I've won here ever. So unfortunately, had a couple tough results. I mean, I love the city. I came up here on a vacation like 2 years ago or something just to check it out, and I'm really excited to kind of dive into it more so.
You decided to have the crowd behind you as opposed to against you now?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously like the best atmosphere in MLS, and it's got such a rich history, compared to some of the newer clubs. So, yeah, I mean, I feel like it's one of those games that you always look forward to, especially when you're down in Orlando, because you only play it once every 2 years. So, it's gonna be pretty special to be on the right side of that crowd for once.
You said that it's easy to join the champion, but having such a gaping hole at center back, did that weigh at all? Like, if there was a logjam at that position, do you think your decision would have been easier?
I think one thing for me at this point in my career is I've been desperate to be a part of like a team that has had a kind of winning culture and just see what that's all about, honestly. Because I mean, unfortunately, I've only been a part of one team that really achieved a big success and that was over in Breda in Holland. And so all the other seasons have been, I mean, not disappointments, but we just haven't been successful. And so for me, I was like, at this point in my career, I want to be a part of a winning team, no matter what that means in terms of playing time. It was more so about I want to get better as a player. I want to challenge myself, and so that's why, like I said, I mean, there's no better club in the MLS right now than Seattle for that. So that's why it was an easy decision.
This is day 2. Do you see any difference in that respect as far as what a championship club looks like?
I mean, I think obviously it's early days and we there's a lot of guys missing, it seems like, but. Yeah, I mean, even just you come in the slideshow, I mean, just like there's pictures on the wall everywhere of championship, and it's all kind of championship winning mentality here, which is, I mean, that's just so kind of like everyone kind of wants to be at that level, but this club has been at that level, so that's why I think it's pretty cool.
How would you describe your form of play as a defender?
I think I'm a good 1v1 defender, and I like to be in those situations. I fancy myself having some good long passes, but yeah, aggressive 1-against-1 defender I think would be my style of play. I like to play high up the field and just try and get tight to opponents.
You mentioned you played Seattle a few times. What have your impressions of the players on the team been now that you're up close and personal with them in training?
Yeah, I mean, obviously day 2, so it's been a tough to gauge fully so far, to be honest. I remember we came here last season, had a really good game against Seattle, and obviously, they got top class guys. I think Rui Diaz, Scorty and stuff. So, I mean, I know kind of firsthand what it's like playing against him and how much of a problem he can be. So, no, I mean, yeah, I mean, obviously I'm really excited to just kind of obviously it's the second day. That's a hard question to answer right now, but it's and a lot of young kids too. So,
given what you said about wanting to play for a club like this, was it a mutual decision as far as not going back to Orlando, or how did that kind of play out?
Yeah, I mean, I think I knew when James left Orlando that my time was coming to an end there. Obviously, Oscar came in, and I had played under Oscar at Colorado, but he kind of came in much later than any decision was made. But I think at the end of the day, I think it was mutual prior to our Oscar coming. So I was ready for a new challenge, and yeah, I was, like I said, I was open to anything. And so the fact that this happened and this came around is pretty cool.
How's the cold treating you?
The cold? I mean, you know, I came on a flight from Colorado. I've been in Colorado the last month, so, you know, this ain't too bad.
You said highs and lows. What are some of the positives out of Orlando, that experience?
Well, I mean, you know, it's not like I never played there. You know, I definitely got some games under my belt, and I think this year I was really prepared to have not this year, last season, I felt like I was really prepared to have a big season for them. You know, coming off signing in the summer the year before and playing most of the games, and I felt so prepared, and it was just unfortunate that I made a couple, you know, mistakes, and it just didn't happen for me. So, I mean, it's like I always say, like, you can't just throw, like they say, the baby out with the bath. I mean, like, I feel like there was so much good, and it just didn't happen week in, week out. But I think I grew a lot as a player, and I learned a lot under James, who's a really good coach.